I'm back in the lobby to finish commentating the race. Well, it seems like Cassidy's have some problem here. He is pitting for soft tires. Did he have an accident? I hope I didn't miss a very important part of the race because of the lag out. Oh, hi Bunty, I'm sorry, I had a connection problem. I really don't know what it was. It just disconnected out of nothing. I need to start a new stream, so I apologize for that, but I'm here to finish the final part of this race. Charlie is leading now, so what did happen while I wasn't watching? Oh wow. Okay, someone in the comment section can tell me exactly what happened while I lagged out. I would really appreciate that, because this is not how I left the race. Well, Cassidy for some reason decided to go for fresh soft tires, not sure if he had an accident. Seems it was gonna be a comfortable win for him, but finally it didn't. First to pick the penalty and then, well, I really don't know what happened. Exax also lost a lot of pace there. He's dropped behind Rackler. Charlie now leading the race. 9 levels off. He can actually win it. Can actually win the race. Or even Ajax could win it. He has fresher tires than most drivers in front. Similar with Michael, but Michael has that 5-second time penalty. It's going to be a very interesting end of the race, with only 6 more laps to go without counting this one, of course. Charlie leads 1.5 seconds in front of Rackler. Edsak is in P3. Of Alpha King on P4, Michael on P5, Ivo Ajax on P6. On board with Michael, who's trying to get past Alpha King for 4th place of the race. Race has got a bit more calm in this final part. We are not having that big drama like we have in the previous part of the race. But still, it's a very interesting ending of the race. I wasn't expecting this result. Charlie's managed to hold into that lead 1.9 seconds in front of Rackler. He can actually come and win this race if those tires survive. For 6 more laps, 5 more laps now. Not much to check in this Mexican Grand Prix. 5 laps remaining. Charlie leads 1.8 seconds in front of Rackler. But I was forgetting that he will need to build a... No, sorry, forget what I said. Rackler has 15-second time penalties. He just needs to make sure Exa doesn't get less than 3 seconds closer to him, or he'll lose the race. So as it stands now, Charlie is going to be the winner of this race after starting last. He's going to do a perfect last to first on the Mexican Grand Prix. He has to carry this for 5 more laps. Things don't seem to be changing. We have Edsak who's trying to re-attack Alpha King, not being able to do so. Michael on P5. Arno gets a 3-second time penalty now. Remember the big polemic between Arno and Bialo, the championship rivals collide in Mexico final sector. Definitely I'm not gonna forget about that for a long time. Michael with pressure tires still hasn't been able to make any improvement from the guys ahead. Edsa has 10 lap older tires. He should try and get past now. Should be able to get past in this straight. Not sure if Edsa has DRS, it's going to be difficult. And yes, I think he does have DRS. But no, actually Michael is gaining very well on Exat. There he goes, taking the slipstream, not even trying to use his ERS. And easily will get past into turn 1. Takes P3 of the race, P4 of the race, I'm sorry. He's gonna go look for P3. This is actually, well, he has that 8-second time of penalty, so... Well, this is definitely becoming to a penalty race. Look at how many penalties people have. The only driver, once again, I'm gonna give credit to, it's Ajax, who 0 penalties till now, at least. Has to keep it this way 4 more laps and he's gonna maybe could even make it to the podium. Ajax, why not? Well, things don't really seem to be changing right now, as I've been saying for the last laps. Looks it's all gonna end how it stands. The only current battles on track is Ajax against Jaco for P6, which is already decided. Obviously he has no penalties, he's gonna finish ahead. And we have the other battle between Michael and Alphakin, who still will be difficult for Michael to obtain that third place. That Alphakin place, I'm not gonna oh, and he's trying to send the move down the inside, but Alpha's gonna leave the space for him. I'm not gonna try to make anything risky. I was gonna say he needs to pull 2 seconds ahead of him to get his place, but that's gonna be very difficult with only 2 more laps remaining. Charlie keeps extending his lead of the race, now 2.7 seconds. I wonder if actually those tires are gonna make it to the end. 13 lap old softs. I don't know if the reason why Cassidy pitted was because of a puncture, but if it was, then Charlie will need to take be very careful with those tires in the next 2 laps. Bialo gets another penalty. The championship, one of our championship contenders, not scoring points for the 2nd consecutive win in a row. Rival for the championship, Arno's also not scoring good points today. Michael's getting past side by side through turn 1, and Michael gets the move done. And Alpha King now will have the opportunity to counter-attack. We have a yellow flag on sector 1. That is the Williams of Edsack. Oh no, this is not good for Williams' team. Edsack is spun around, and well, he's gonna miss some points there for the Williams team. This is definitely not good. Bialo gets a 5-second time penalty for spinning in the pit lane, and he retires from the race. Bialo is out of the Mexican Grand Prix. After taking pole, it all went through a nightmare when he hit the back of the Ferrari, if I'm not wrong. After turn 1, a mistake completely on his own, and well, those mistakes are the mistakes that could cost you a championship. And we're going into the final lap of the race. Charlie leads and is possibly gonna take the win if there's no tire blowout in the final lap, which I hope it does not happen. He's had enough of a gap to take care of those tires, not been fighting anyone so hardly. 50 lap old softs, I think, can make it to the end. And I have to say, what a drive. I really don't have any other choice for driver of the day apart from this guy. He's done an amazing job, starting last, finishing first. What a drive from FRL Charlie, who is now just meters to taking the win in Mexico after getting podium in USA. Second place today. He's gonna continue in the podium, but starting last, he's gonna come home and take victory. He's gonna be in the top step of the podium. Just couple more of corners to end this race. The fireworks start coming out. Final corner for FRL Charlie to win the Mexican Grand Prix. There goes Charlie. He stops to celebrate. And there it goes. Charlie wins the Mexican Grand Prix. Alpha King will finish in second place. Michael will finish in... No, and Ivo Ajax finished second. And actually by that celebration, Charlie could have lost the win. So, well, it was a bit dangerous to do that, having all those penalties, while Ajax didn't have penalties. It could have ended up bad, but, well, it didn't. So, great celebration from Charlie, and obviously I have to agree, I obviously don't have any other else. Driver of the day, of course, 100%. I'm not gonna debate that. Driver of the day, 100% deserved. Starting P20, finishing P1. Well, I'm gonna get people for the interviews, so I'm gonna quickly go and join the party chat.
it was just that 5-second penalty as well in the pit lane. Just so blinding the marker.
Yeah. Charlie, can we go half with the points?
No. Absolutely not.
Mate, that's it. I'm retiring from racing. I'm being Toto Wolff or Christian Horner. Any F1 team what needs to sign a manager, sign me up.
I mean, that...
No, I don't.
I didn't. I just let him go because I thought he's going to make another stop, or he's going to be struggling.
No, I literally even said to him, don't do it. I said to him, what's your percentage? He said, I'm probably doing 4% a lap. I went, well, bin those tyres, get them out of the way. Honestly, I told him the strategy. I said, right, you're going to do this strategy, do all this, and you'll be fine. And halfway through, he's driving down. So I shouldn't listen to you. You're the worst teammate and everything. He's thrown everything at my face. Yeah, you're not throwing it in my face now, are you? We love each other, really.
Either way.
It doesn't sound like it.
Oi, don't get involved with them.
In the chat. When I saw those safety cars coming out, I thought I was out of this race, but fairly not.
It was crazy with Bullo. It didn't help with Rackler as well. Rackler, it was Bullo, Arnold, Rackler at the stadium, and all I saw was Bullo got pushed by Rackler, then Bullo hit Arnold, and then Arnold's car went back end up and spun, while Bullo lost his front wing, and Rackler's like walked into the massive awkward situation ever.
I'm going to look back at that flying car that was by me around lap 5, wherever that was. No, Ballboy literally went fucking flying over my car.
Oh yeah,
all because of the curb. That's what caused it, really.
Right.
Yeah, turn 9.
You probably hear me swearing when I look back at this, because honestly, it's just like a blink of an eye and you were there.
Is David there? Or...
Yep, I'm here. I was waiting if someone else was gonna join, but I'm ready to start. Okay, I'm gonna start with the interviews. So, welcome everyone to post-race interviews, and I'm gonna start with Charlie. Okay, what can I say? What a race, mate! That was so exciting. I mean, starting from last, finishing in first place. I definitely wasn't expecting something like that. So, well, first of all, big congratulations for that last to first challenge. You managed to do, also taking those softs for 15 laps. So, talk us a bit through your race.
I mean, just after lap 1, I thought my race was over instantly after having all of those safety cars come out. Then, I don't know why, but during the third safety car, I believe it was, Sen tried to let me overtake him, but it's a safety car, I can't overtake anyone, so I was like, no, get back ahead of me or else you're going to get me penalised. Then he ended up causing another safety car by just spinning out and retiring on the track, I think, without even fully crashing out. I didn't want to go on to the softs, because I was like, they're not going to get to the end if I'm going to be going that long, but then, of course, pretty much all of the medium runners were already on done tyres as well, so Oliver told me to go on the softs, get them to the end, and somehow it worked out and got the win.
Then, well, I have to ask just something. Were you aware of Ivo not having penalties at the end of the race? Because I saw you went celebrating, then when crossing the line, he finished only 1.1 seconds behind you, so did you have
I was told that he had penalties, but I completely forgot, and I couldn't be asked to just keep on going. I wanted to do a Max Verstappen in Austria.
Yeah, I know. I think it was a bit risky, but well, it was good because you managed to do it finally, got away with it. So, it was nice to see that celebration at the end. Well, actually, you had to celebrate it. You did a last to first, mate.
Exactly.
Okay, really, I think I don't have any more questions to ask you, Charlie, so thanks for your time, and I'm gonna go with the next one, which will be Ballboy, or people in the stream were also calling you the Ballman or something like that. And
Yeah.
okay, what I want to ask is, how did you DNF? Because I was so focused in the battle for the lead that then somehow you DNF, and I think that's what caused the safety car. So, what happened?
Yeah, no, so, you know, I went... So this is through the S section, like the start of the S section in the middle sector. So yeah, no, I was on the curb and the car just did a half spin for some reason. I corrected it successfully, but unfortunately the car behind, who was the Haas, just hit the back of me, and, you know, so I managed to save it, but the hit just put me into the wall and that was it really, so... Yeah, massive shame because I rarely DNF, you know, so I think the last time was in Singapore, like, not this season, but last season, or like two seasons ago, so yeah, that's a massive shame, and of course my teammate got involved, the only other car involved, which is just so unlucky as well. But yeah, no, I got hit off the start as well, like going into turn 1, so I had damage as well, and it was a bit of a messy race, because yeah, I chose the hards because the plan was to go to the end and, you know, hope for a late safety car, because I had no penalties throughout the whole race, so... Yeah, that was unfortunate, but I'll just have to move on to the next race and, yeah, see how that goes, and hopefully goes a little bit better than this one.
Yeah, you know, it can happen. I actually checked, and yeah, you have 0 DNFs in this season, so that's a very good job. Well, it happens sometimes, so don't worry, you'll come back stronger for the next one.
Yeah, hopefully, and is it Brazil next, or what track is it?
Yeah, it is Brazil, the next track, and I'm gonna quickly ask people about their opinions about Brazil later, after I interview personally everyone. So I think that's all the questions I have for you, Balbo, so well, thank you for your time, and well, you'll be better next race.
Yep, and thanks for the stream, or 2 streams actually.
Yeah, I don't know what
yeah.
happened, I lagged out, so... Okay, let's
yeah,
go.
no, it's all good.
Let's go with Michael. Well, I think I don't really remember if you finished on the podium. Can you confirm if you did?
Unfortunately, I didn't.
Okay, so you did a very solid race, I have to say. You were always there to fight. You had some interesting battles at the start, also mid-race and at the end as well, but maybe I want to ask, what happened in the pit lane? You got us 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane under safety car. Maybe you didn't pay much attention, you tried to go like a bit faster for some reason, but what happened there?
Yeah, I was debating on that last safety car, should I come in for a new set of medium tyres so I can go flat out to the end, but I was caught between 2 minds, do I stay out or not, because I was one of the last ones to stop in the first round of pit stops, so I wasn't too sure. In the end I came in, but I quickly dived in the pit lane. I couldn't see the line, so I just went over it by a mile an hour, which it's how it works in the game, but I have to take it in a way. But still managed to finish 4th, and somehow still in this hunt and taking points off the championship leader. So despite missing out for another podium since France, I think I'm pretty happy with that.
Actually, I have to say, you and Charlie are getting very close to the leaders. Of course, Bialo didn't score points. I think Arno finished around P8 or something, so you should have 204 points, Michael, and Charlie should have 204 points as well, so I think you're tied now.
Great.
Well, you're getting closer. Around less than 30 points from Arno, actually, so with 4 more races remaining, you know, anything can happen. It's not over yet.
Well, I'm hoping so, because ever since France I've been struggling to finish in the the top 5 at least, trying to fight for podiums. So yeah, I'm really amazed because I haven't really looked at the table since since the British Grand Prix. So that long ago, I haven't looked at the table, so I didn't want to get put off. But then, after all these bad lucks DNFs and struggling to finish it in the points alone, somehow I'm still in the hunt. And yeah, I am still gutted of missing out of the podium because that would have been such a relief. But yeah, I'm still happy with the result. And
well, thank you for your time, Michael, and well, congratulations on a great race before close to the podium, but still a very good and solid result to be back in contention for the championship. So finally, I'm gonna go and interview Jacko, who, well, I think the only question I have to ask you is, how exactly, why people were saying you were robbed by Michael Massey in the safety car?
I could have won that race so easily, but I'm happy to finally get points after a little while, because obviously it's not been leading the championship halfway through the season, and all these crashes and DNFs I'm having has just costed me dearly in the championship. Yeah, just so many things happened. Like I was picking up penalties which shouldn't have been penalties. Going into the pit lane, ball getting taken up by my teammate, which is not his fault. He got taken up by Haas, and I got collected, putting me so far down in last. But then the safety car saved me and somehow managed to get P5. And yeah, I still feel disappointed, but that was just because I had some good pace in the race there, and got to at least get a podium, let alone a win. But congrats to Charlie, you made it stick. And yeah, on to the next race.
I actually have to remark your battle against Arno. I think in the first lap of the race it was a very tight battle, but at the same time it was clean. You both gave space to each other. Finally he stayed ahead, but you at least tried to get past him without DRS.
Yeah, well, in the turn one, I nearly lost my front. He just literally turned right so vigorously, and I literally nearly collected me. But I know Arno's quite aggressive. That's what happened in Silverstone, so there's no point risking losing front wing on that one, so I just thought I'd let him through. And yeah, it was such a weird race. 1 minute I thought I was winning, and the next minute I was last by a country mile, and the next minute I'm fighting for a podium again. F3 is crazy. It's just, but yeah, like I said, it's bittersweet. Good to get some good points, but yeah, a race win was on there, at least a podium, but it is what it is.
Well, congratulations on a good race as well, P5, solid result. So now I'm moving this question for everyone, going to Brazil. So give us your predictions, how you think you are gonna do in that track. Oh, Bialo is actually here, so maybe I wanna do some interviews with him. Hi. Hi, Bialo. Okay, Bialo, I think we needed this. So exactly what were you thinking when you break that, tapping the Ferrari's back in turn 1 when your championship rival is behind you and cutting off your front wing? What exactly were you thinking about, mate?
First of all, I want to say congratulations to Charlie. He did an amazing job last at first. Sorry, what was the question?
Why did you hit the back of the Ferrari when your championship rival is behind you? The car in front has older tires than you, and you're gonna get past him anyway at some point.
I mean, he was just distracting me all the time. He brakes too early. I don't know why. Yeah, I just went into the back of him. I almost did that many times, but it's just it is what it is. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, those safety cars did change a lot the race. Well, and obviously those safety cars really did change a lot the race, I said.
Yeah, these all these safety cars are ridiculous, honestly. I mean, 5 safety cars, that's a lot. Some people don't know how to drive, or I don't know. Yeah, it is what it is. I
Olo, what happened to
got
you?
quite unlucky.
He did a
Yeah, I
clown
just
move.
hit the back of a Ferrari, JB, and broke my front wing, and then lost the race. Just had to box.
In the stadium.
I want to
stadium.
ask about that,
Yeah,
Bialo. What
yeah.
happened
Yeah.
with Arno in the stadium section? I think the Haas was also. I forgot his name. It's a bit difficult. name.
Yeah, I just
And-
messaged him. He thought I took him out purposely, but actually it was ghosted in my screen. I sent him the footage.
Oh.
Yeah, he was ghosted in my screen. I feel sorry for that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of weird that accident because, well, the Haas also tried to send it down the inside. So I caught a bit the stream. It looked like you tapped him from the back. So, but also the Haas was involved, so I wasn't completely sure of what happened. But well, it is what it is,
Yeah,
as
it
you
was
say.
a complete mess.
I think if it was due to lag, then there should be no penalty for you. I don't know if the Haas had any responsibility in that. He also sent it, but
What happened to the Haas?
he sent a dive into that corner when you were going like 3 wide into the corner.
Oh.
Yeah, Arno was on the
yeah.
outside, you was in the middle, and then Rackler went up the inside. That made you tap Arnold, spin Arnold backwards. You had more front wing damage,
Oh.
and I think Rackler got away with a.
Yeah,
I
I
think
didn't notice
Rackler got a
that.
penalty with that.
I didn't notice Rackler was involved. I was behind.
Okay, I think that's all the questions. Now the next question was gonna be a general question for everyone. So, how do you think you are gonna do at Brazil next week? What are your predictions? Who you think is the favorite to win at there? Give me all your opinions, please.
I want to say myself, but Charlie will probably pull out some sort of wins, because then the championship does heat up a bit. But
Well, I actually think it's possible to do a soft-medium strategy. That's the most aggressive strategy you can try in Brazil, in my opinion.
whereas Brazil, and it's going to rain, so
That would be fun,
Well,
actually, to watch if there's
be rain.
rain. I would
I
definitely
wouldn't
enjoy
mind.
that.
I wouldn't mind.
I would. Half the lobby can't drive in dries anyway.
I think half the lobby keeps stealing my cars, so that's the first issue. So if I have to, I might have to turn up with a lawnmower.
I actually hope
Still
that
comes
it,
to
Still
it.
quicker than the Haas's, mate. I wouldn't exactly.
I hope that at least 15 drivers finish the race next time. And of course less safety cars, that we've had a lot in the past 2 races, so I hope it doesn't appear that often next race.
It probably will.
Yeah, I retired 4 times in the last.
It's actually safety car is normal, but still pops
There
out a
was at
lot.
least 5 safety cars.
We had 4 full stage cars and 1 VSC.
There are
Brazil,
4 more races:
Brazil,
Brazil, Australia,
Australia,
Saudi, and Abu
and Abu
Dhabi.
Dhabi.
Yeah.
How many points would be between me, Arno, Michael, and that?
We gotta get the calculator out
Do
after
you know,
that.
I'd rather keep that secret. I'd rather we just race.
Alright.
I think it's around 25 points, the gap between Arno, Bialo, Michael, and
Michael,
Charlie.
where'd you finish?
I finished
25
4th,
points should be the gap.
Cheers.
Okay, thanks to everyone for the interviews, and well, goodbye, and see you next week in Brazil. So, Thanks for everyone to watching the stream and being with us, and goodbye.